I mean, it was everything from changing the product. You know, I remember the product that I had available to me at that time was sort of, you know, red see-through nylon baby dolls with harsh black lace edging, you know, and it was really finding out what our customer wanted, and I definitely knew it wasn't that. So we've always been very focused on getting feedback from our customers, which I think is essential. And funny enough, because I had, you know, very little business training at that time, or experience, certainly in retail, you know, I relied on customer feedback, which I thought was a disadvantage at the time, but you know, it's now, you know, a very important, one of the very important keys to the success of our business. Well, the most important thing I learnt from my father, and obviously he was a great mentor for me, was there's nothing more to fear than fear itself. And that is so, it is so true. I think I read somewhere that 90% of what we worry about never happens. But, you know, when you're new in business, you know, you do worry about everything. And certainly I was faced with a lot of challenges in terms of sort of perfidious competition trying to jump on our bandwagon. And I soon realised that actually being the best was what was more important than focusing on the competition, and making sure that you set yourself aside from the competition and had a point of difference. And that's really what's been very important for us. I'm often asked this question about what, you know, what are the key reasons for our success and my success. And, you know, I mean, there's no one answer. I think there are several. If I can possibly share them all with you, I hope that's okay. First of all, I think courage. I think it takes a lot of courage to step outside your comfort zone, maybe give up your 9-to-5 job or invest money into a new project. I think it's important not to overindulge your own personal fantasies, and I don't mean in the sense of Ann Summers, but you know, I think it's very easy to go with a product or an idea that is something you feel passionate about personally, and you've not necessarily researched what the market wants. So I think it's very important to make sure that there is a market, a definite market for your product or your idea. I think USP has always been critical to us, and that could be, you know, your unique selling point could be a product, a service, it could be making sure that your prices are cheaper than anybody else's. I think it's absolutely vital, particularly in this climate, to make sure that you have a point of difference and that you clearly differentiate yourself from your competitors. Product offer. If you're involved in product like we are, you've got to offer a fantastic product. It can make or break a season. Well, we have two fantastic sellers at the moment. The first is the rampant rabbit. In fact, we have a whole family of rabbits which have been doing extremely well for the last 10 years. And they're all singing or dancing. So I expect the rabbit family to go on for a long time. We're also doing extremely well with a new product that's just come out called Kissing Cleavage. It really is the best way to get a boob job for just £22. It's instant cleavage success, and it's really driven footfall into our stores. Yeah, I mean, we've just opened 20 stores last year, which we're very pleased about, because obviously it's a difficult climate, but you know, I see it as an opportunity to take advantage of good deals that are out there, and we're going to be opening more stores this year. And then once the recession has settled, we'll be focusing our attention on expanding overseas, hopefully starting with the US, which I think has got great potential for Ann Summers. I certainly think, in terms of taking into account the climate, you know, much of what I've already said, take advantage of the deals that are to be had. Make sure that you've got a good business plan. Don't make up the proof. Make sure that the figures do stack up. Otherwise, you know, you'll have problems later on. And much of the advice that I've already given. And if you've got a fantastic idea, don't let anyone put you off. You know, go ahead with it.